cases, you want to make sure to do so while your case is on the ground. Okay? This is safest because then if something were to be opened upside down or to start rolling or falling, it's not falling very far, maybe an inch or two from the ground. No damage should be caused. Okay? I know our cases are nice and small. Sometimes you want to put them on your lap, on a table, bed, chair, so that they are easier to reach. But if things were to fall, they're falling from a higher distance and could really cause some damage to your instrument. So safest is on the floor. Okay? Now, we have a couple different clarinets on our clarinet supply list, which is fine, but sometimes they can come in some different cases. All right? So if you have a buffet clarinet, sometimes it will come in a brown, almost like leather case. All right? Very similar to the hinges here on this Yamaha case. All right? And Yamaha cases can look a little different too. So they could look Yamaha clarinet players like this case, or they're going to be smaller, but it could be this greenish color, okay, and have this weird looking symbol kind of raised, embellished on the lid of the case. All right, so there's a couple different ways to open clarinets that I need to talk to you about. All right, so first of all, let's make sure that your clarinet is on the ground, and again, we need to talk and make sure that it is right side up. So again, there are a couple ways that we can tell that our instruments are right side up. Sometimes if you have like the buffet case, it may have the logo on the lid of the case. That makes it very easy to tell the top from the bottom that's blank. So you would just need to make sure that the logo is on top when you open it. Sometimes like this, you can see there is no logo. Okay, so we'll need to just talk about the hinges here. Okay, so when you look at your case right side up, these little hinges should look like a U. If they were to look almost like a lowercase n, then it is upside down, and you would open your clarinet up upside down and things would come spilling out. All right, so check out the hinges as well. Maybe you have a buffet, but something's rubbed off. So that's another good indicator to tell if your case is right side up. They should look like U's again. Okay? Now again, if you have the different Yamaha case, it's pretty easy. Usually they have this big raised logo on the lid. So you would just need to make sure that you can see again the logo, whether it's the name or the raised weird Yamaha looking circle logo on the lid before you open it. Okay, so all right, so check and make sure that everything is right side up before you open. All right, okay, so in order to open these hinges, if you have this hinge system, again, they look like U's. All you have to do is lift up on those hinges, and then when you lift the lid, oh, the angels will sing, and there is your clarinet. Okay, so again, pretty easy. Just lift the latches and it will open right up. Okay, now when you need to close it again, just press that lid down. Be very careful. You might want to take note when you open your case how things are arranged inside of your case. The case is designed to be kind of a puzzle. If you put something back in incorrectly or upside down, the lid should not close all the way, and that's your indicator that something is in there incorrectly and you need to open back up and rearrange things. Okay? Don't start shoving on the lid like it's a jam-packed suitcase, otherwise again you could cause damage to your clarinet. Alright? So just take note, don't pick anything up, but just take note of where everything is and how it's arranged. Alright? Okay, so then if you know it's in there safely to close, you just simply push those latches and make sure that they do go all the way down. Sometimes they can look like they're down, but you can see there's a little gap, and then if you were to pick up your instrument and those weren't latched correctly, the lid could fall open and things could fall out. Okay, now there is one other case design. If you have the Yamaha, kind of the greenish bluish looking case, okay, there's another design that sometimes has these little buttons, white grayish buttons on the inside of the handle. If you have one of those cases, all you need to do again, make sure it's right side up, logo top and you push those little buttons in, and then the lid should pop up. Okay, pretty simple. Just push. You have to push both of them in, not just one. Push those buttons in, and then you can lift the lid. To close, just push it down, and then, you know, making sure things are in the right place, you will have to firmly push it down in order to reactivate those buttons. Okay? All right, guys, so if you have any questions, let me know. I know we've got some different clarinet cases that I don't have access to all of them. All right, so make sure it's on the floor, right side up, and look at those hinges to be careful, okay? All right, bye, guys.